Good evening to all of you. So today we are going to continue in the NMC chapter number 8, that is correlation and regression. So as far as up till now it is concerned, we have gone through the errors and its types. Alright, and one more thing we have covered, that is what we can say is the principle of least squares. These things we have covered as far as the theory is concerned. So now we are going to start this correlation and regression chapter. In this particular chapter, we are going to study about the correlation, regression and the other analysis. Alright, so first of all, we will start this because it is a loop. It is a systematic manner. It is a step by step. That first we will study about the error, then its types, then methods. Alright, in which principle of least square is there, then regression and correlation, that is also there. We will read it. So it is one type of the systematic manner in which we have to start it. Alright, so we have already gone through the error analysis, types. Alright, and one more thing we have gone through, that is what we can say is the curve fitting. Alright, and different methods. So theoretically we have seen it. I have already given the numerical and notes so that you can also try and you can communicate to me wherever there is a need related to the error and types, related to the method of curve fitting or the empirical laws related to it. Also you may communicate at any time if you are feeling any kind of problem in it. So now we are going to start this chapter number 8. This is chapter 1, chapter 2 as per the syllabus, and then this is coming as a chapter 8. So as far as the sequence is considered, it is the first, it is second, and now it is third. So today we are going to start about the regression and the correlation. What do we mean by the regression, correlation and the other things that we are going to discuss, and we are going to discuss it in the detail. So number 1, that is regression analysis. Regression analysis. What do we mean by the regression? Alright, so we need to study about the regression. That regression is what we can say is one type of relationship. It is one type of relationship among the unknowns, or what we can say is the variables. So it is the relationship to be identified between the variables. Alright, so for example, there are variables. Okay, for example, x, y, z, these are the variables. X will be the function of y and z. Alright, so these are two variables and this is the third variable. So these x, y, z, these are the three variables, and we will try to find out the relation between them. So that is the regression. So in simple words, regression means the relationship to be identified between the variables. So relationship to be identified between the variables is regression. The relationship to be identified is known as regression, and the steps followed or the procedure or the systematic manner in which it is done, it is known as the regression analysis. So regression analysis involves in identifying the relationship between the dependent variable. As we have already discussed, the dependent variable is there and independent variables are there. So dependent variable, for example, y is a function of x, so in which x is the independent and y is a dependent. Okay, because y depends upon the x. So we will try to identify the relationship between the x and y using some correlation methods or the regression analysis or the curve fitting method. whatever we will be employing. All right, but we are there to find the relationship, identification of the relationship, that is known as the regression. So that is one of the important thing, that regression analysis involves in identifying the relationship between a dependent variable and one or more or any other the variables. So that is one of the important thing about to understand about the regression, that we have to identify the relationship between what we can say is the different variables, whatever be the variables are there. Okay, so simple linear regression, we already know the simple equation for identifying the relation is equal to ax equal to y equal to ax plus b or y equal to mx plus c, the standard method of writing it, whether it is the constant and it is also constant. So we are able to try to find this is c, and here we are trying to find it out the relationship. So the y is equal to mx plus c. So that is the simple linear regression is there, that is we have identified. So identification of the relationship among the variables is known as the regression. There are various methods of regression that we will study. Now comes the correlation. Correlation, it is one step ahead of the regression. What do we mean by the correlation? Correlation refers to the association and relation between two variables, whether the variables are related or not, or they can be associated. All right, so both correlation and regression, these are the two terms. All right, so correlation is also the association between variables. So whether the variables x, y, z or the different variables are there, they are associated in which manner. So that is the correlation. And regression is identification of the relationship. We have to identify whether these are related or not. And to find the association, we need the correlation. So it refers to the association, means how they are associated. Alright, so these are related in sense that both deals with the relationship. So correlation coefficient is the measure of the linear association. One term is used, that is the correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient is also one of the term that is being widely used. Correlation coefficient is one of the term that is used to tell about the relation between the variables. Alright, for example, x and y, these are the two variables. How these two variables are associated? So that is to be told by this. So the value is between the +1 to the -1 and 0. So no relation. High relation is obtained, and what we can say is the negative relation is there. So that's why it is being, what we can say is, so in this they are negatively related, opposite, and this is the highly correlated, and no correlation is obtained is the 0. So correlation means that there is association or relationship between the variables or not, and regression means the development of the relation between the two variables. So that is one of the important use. And now comes the principle of least square. Principle of least squares, it is being used to understand about the relationship between the x, y and z or the other things. So that is also one of the important things that we have already done in the last lecture. We have discussed it, that there are the different methods in which methods of least squares are there, different type of methods are there. So that is one of the important things. So these are the two things: identification of the relationship between the variables, that is known as the regression, and association between the variables. Alright, and that is known as the relationship between the variables, that is known as the correlation. So these are the two things we need to understand. The correlation is there is association between the variables, how they are associated, and regression means the identification or development of the relation between the variables. So y and x, these two things are what we can say is correlated. Alright, there is an equation which can be used to describe something between this y and x. Alright, so y and x, they can be correlated, they can be developed in an equation, in a form, they can be associated with each other. So if equation is there, or we are able to find the association between x and y, so that is what we can say is the correlation. All right, and identification, we are going for the identification of the relationship. Identification is finding out the relation between the x and y. We are attempting it. Alright, so sometimes we used to confuse between the correlation and the regression. Regression simple means to identify the relationship among the variables, development of that relation, and correlation is the association or the relationship between these two variables. So that is the difference between what we can say is the correlation and the regression. At this time, we need to understand this thing. Alright, so these are few concepts. Now there are methods of the correlation that we will see about the methods of correlation. So what are the different methods of correlation? So one is the graphical method, of course. Graphical method is there, graphical method, and second is the algebraic method. There are few equations that can be used to develop the relationship between x and y. Alright, so in the graphical, the scatter graph is there, and the second one is what we can say is the correlation graphs. Alright, we are trying to develop the correlation graphs. Then algebraic, we are having what we can say is the Karl Pearson's coefficient method is there. Alright, then Spearman's method is there. Alright, and concurrent deviation method is there, two-way methods is there. So there are different several algebraic methods available as well. So Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation is being used most of the time. So these are the different methods of the correlation. So few values are these, we can refer about this as well. So these are the few methods we can, then Spearman's method is also there, and at the same time the line of regression can also be computed. So we need to understand at this time what is regression, number one, number two, what is correlation, alright, number three, what are the methods and formulas for what we can say is used for the correlation, and above all we must be available about the error analysis. So these are the methods which we must know about it. So thank you, and just go through the theories and notes as well to get the outline among the numericals of all these methods. Thank you. These are the various methods of the least square. You can see that we can do the derivation for the fitting a curve, straight line or parabola or of any other shape. So the method is to form the normal equation, then to solve the normal equation to get the constants and to put constant in the curve equation. Then as of now we can establish a equation. So these are the few methods. Y equal to a plus bx. The normal equations are summation of y na plus b sigma x, that is first equation, and summation of sigma x into y equal to a summation of x plus b summation of x square, the equation number 2. And similarly the second equation is there. So these are the two methods given over here. The third one is also given over here. Normal equations are being represented. So these are the few methods we can discuss. Now correlation. Correlation is actually the association or the relation between the variables. It is being depicted by the two methods as discussed earlier. That is graphical methods, algebraic equations. So graphical methods are basically two types, the scatter diagram and the correlation graphs. And algebraic equations are of mainly four types as per this, that Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation, then Spearman's rank difference, then concurrent deviation method, and two-way frequency table method. So these are the methods of establishing what we can say is the correlation. Alright, so the first one is the Karl Pearson's coefficient of the correlation. So there are two methods, direct methods and the standard deviation methods. The formula for the direct method that you can see, the gamma is equal to covariance xy divided by the under root of variance of x multiplied by under root of variance of the y. Alright, so in such a way this particular direct method is there, in which the gamma will be equal to summation of capital X into capital Y divided by summation of under root of summation x square into summation of y square, where the capital X is the deviation, means x minus x bar, the difference from the mean. Alright, so here is one type of example that 5 students got the following marks. Calculate the coefficient of correlation. So in that we have the x and y. These are the values for x and y given. So first we will calculate the deviation, that is x minus x bar. In the third column you can see, and in the fourth column the deviation of the y, that is y minus y bar is given. So x bar and y bar, that is the mean, x mean and y mean, can be calculated, and depending upon this capital X and y can be find out. So x multiplied by the y will be some value, so and x square and capital Y square will be some value. So based on that the gamma can be find it out. So here the answer is 0.986. that is the coefficient of the correlation is being obtained. The second method is the step deviation method, that is gamma is equal to summation of capital X into y divided by n minus summation of capital X by n and summation of capital by n. It is completely divided by root of the summation of x square by n minus summation of x by n square and summation of capital Y square by n minus summation of capital Y divided by n's whole square. So this is the formula of the step deviation method, and this is the formula of the what we can say is the direct method for the Karl Pearson's coefficient of the correlation. So this is the step deviation method represented over here. So calculate the Karl Pearson's coefficient for the following data. So small x and small y are the different values, capital X and capital Y are the deviations that you can find it out. Then capital X square, capital Y square and x into y is being find out. So here you can obtain the different values, the x mean and y mean needs to be calculated. So in such a way this gamma is being calculated, and here it is obtained being as 0.962. So these are the values of it. Then the second formula is the Spearman's rank correlation. That is gamma is equal to 1 minus summation of d square divided by n square minus 1. So formula when rank is not repeated, it is being used. In case if comparison is not done on quantitatively basis, rather rank based on quality is to be fine. So can be applied in quantitative data as well. So conversion into rank is actually necessary. The n value has to be find out. So the formula being gamma or the small r is equal to 1 minus 6 summation of d square divided by the n into n square minus 1. N is the number and d is the deviation. So here is one question being given as 10 participants in a context are ranked by. So here it is given the x, y and the d. The difference between the two values is being given, and it's d square. The particular values deviations square is being calculated. So now the n is the number. So r is equal to 1 minus 6 summation of d square divided by n square minus 1. So 1 minus 6, that is being given in the formula, multiplied by summation of d square, that is 280, divided by 10 into 10 square, that is 100 minus 1. In such a way the r's value is being find as 1 minus 1.697. So r is equal to minus 0.697. So this is the basic Spearman's rank correlation, that is equal rank. So x and y, capital X and capital Y can be given ranks increasing or decreasing order. It is not compulsory to give only increasing or decreasing. So here is one more example given over here that can be correlated. So this is one more example, the calculate Spearman's rank coefficient, it can be applied. Alright. Now comes the regression, that is the line of the regression. Regression analysis is the method used for estimating the unknown values of one variable corresponding to known value of the another variable. That is, regression actually means identification, determination of the relation between these two values. So regression analysis deals with establishing relation between the dependent and independent variables. So x and y values are given, x bar, y bar, that is the mean value is there. So x on y or y on x. So equation y on x. So it is being calculated the coefficient of regression, that is capital Y minus y bar equal to small r into sigma y by sigma x multiplied by x minus x bar, and equation x on y is also related in the reverse manner. So that is, we can find it out. So if these two equations are being given in which x on y or y on x can be find out, so in such a way it is being represented. So these are the values or the variables in which we used to find out about the difference between the, what we can say is the correlation and regression. So these are the basic methods which needs to be studied in this particular manner to understand about the regression analysis. So we will also try to revise all these values once again, that is the correlation and the regression. What do we understand by the correlation, or what do we understand by the, what we can say is the regression. So these are the methods being used widely and it is being used commonly. So the regression is the relationship or identification of the relation to be identified between the variables. So relation to be identified, we don't know the relation but we need to identify the relation. So that is the regression, and it involves identifying the relation. So relation is not there but we need to identify the relation. Alright, and correlation means some equation is there and what is the association between the two variables. Alright, and its rank or its coefficient we need to find it out. So for example, this is simple linear regression. So regression is something else and correlation is something else. Sometimes it is being misunderstood. So meanwhile we need to understand these two things, and we need to be understand it in the details. So a model of the relationship is hypothesized or try to develop and estimates the parameter. So we need to understand the difference between the correlation and regression, and there must be no difference what we can say is the in understanding it. So regression is to assess the relationship between the outcome variables between the one or two variables. So that is one of the important thing we need to understand about it. So correlation describes the strength of the association. So if association is there, then what is its strength of association between these two things? So that is what we need to understand and we need to analyze. So correlation actually tells the degree to which both the variables can move together. However, regression specifies the effect of change in the unit between the variables. So that is also one of the important thing we need to know at this time. So the regression is used to build the models or equation to predict the answer, and correlation is uses to summarize the strength between the relations. So that is one of the important things. So correlation refers to the association, strength and the relationship between the two variables. So correlation and regression, these are two different things we need to understand. Alright, so as far as these lectures and these set is concerned, you may refer the notes as well for the solving the numericals and for solving the tutorials as well. So this is the basic difference between this, and correlation coefficient varies between +1 to -1 as discussed earlier on the whiteboard as well. So +1 indicates two variables are perfectly in a positive linear sense, -1 in the negative linear sense, and 0 indicates there is no linear relationship. So that is what we need to understand, and we need to go through these type of the analysis. Alright, so it's all from the correlation and regression analysis.